Miguel Cotto, outstanding Olympic prospect from Puerto Rico, 139 pounds, making his professional debut. A lightweight bout for you, Jason Doucette and Miguel Cotto.
I'd say one thing, the fight is only 10 seconds old, but nobody can 10 seconds from now, but he's a live opponent, and he looks like he knows what he's doing.
Well, he said he was training to fight in Mississippi in March. He had a 33-14 record as an amateur. Won a couple of Louisiana Golden Gloves titles. Started boxing at the age of 8.
Sometimes people say, and it's hard to trace that experience, that they had that experience and they really didn't have it. But in this case, he said has been in the ring before. He knows what he's doing.
Cotto started things off with a nice combination to the body. Then he went up to the top. Good hook to the body by Cotto.
Well, Cotto sees that he has a tall man with a thin body. So he knows where to go and then switch it to the head.
Down goes
to scoring that knockdown. That's all those amateur fights. And haven't fought in top amateur tournaments like the Olympics.
And he's fighting a guy who's making his pro debut as well. Now, Teddy, we had some reservations when we heard about the opponent switch and Doucette's story of how he got here and the fact that they kept waking him up, make him weigh in. But as you mentioned, he obviously has been in the ring before, but right now he's just being outclassed. He eats a left hand.
This fight's not going to last too much longer because Cotto is a technically sound guy.
Oh, what a left hand that sends down Doucette.
See how he got his distance before he let that left hook go? He stepped in, made sure those feet were there, and then he let that punch go.
Very patient fighter. For 4 years, he was known as the best amateur in Puerto Rico, a member of the Puerto Rican Olympic team. In 1997, Cotto in the blue trunks won a bronze medal in the Central American tournament in Mexico City, then a gold medal in the regional tournament in Colombia. Got great credentials coming in. He's working behind the jab right now. A large contingent of Puerto Ricans here in New York City, of course, and they came out to see him tonight. Also, they'll see another fighter tonight from Puerto Rico. Mr. Young trying to work behind his jab a little bit, then he covers up there. Cotto not doing much in this first round, so showing a lot of patience, a lot of ring gentlemanship, because he knows what he's doing in there till he tests the waters of his opponent tonight before Cotto knocked him out. And that was in Fort Worth. Everyone tells us that Cotto has the entire package, just a matter of him getting enough professional fights against better and better competition. As did that jab once again. Very hard flicking jab. Cotto working off his left hand almost exclusively as he tries a right hand there. And Young tries an uppercut inside. His corner told him to try to go up inside. And now Young is throwing wildly at Cotto. And they get into a clinch down low kind of there for a few seconds. Now he's covering up. But if he leaves himself wide open, he might face a very strong right hand that Cotto's been waiting to throw. As you see him holding it up against the side of his head there as he has it cocked and ready in case he needs it. Cotto began to be noticed about the third fight of this year. But he's not green in the ring by any stretch of the imagination. His amateur record was 95-23, so well over 100 fights as an amateur. Young trying to go downstairs somewhere. I don't know quite. There's a good left to the chin of. Young got a tag with a left. Slight uppercut from Cotto. Cotto continues to press forward. Young tries to counter a good body punch there from Cotto and a nice little right uppercut. As Young is leaning in with his head, which is providing a very hittable target for Cotto. When Young opens up, he throws too far to the outside, which leaves himself wide open for Cotto to step in. And too much roughhousing in there. Cotto working the body off the left hook, very nice. Little uppercut that Young tried. He has been able to try to sneak that in there. He did land one earlier. But Cotto doesn't seem to be bothered by it. Continues to work deliberately, taking what's given. Young is not able to initiate anything. He gets tagged with another hard jab there. He's taking a lot of hard punches down to the right rib cage, too. Right inside. Cotto likes to work inside like that if he can work the body up and down. There's another one right on the belt line. Young seems to be tiring a little bit. Final 5 seconds. That is the rule in New York. They have you a 5-second warning toward the end of the round. Keeps trying to throw straight up. There's a right hand that snuck in. Kimmy's gotten his body worked quite a bit by Cotto tonight. Oh, it's a good right hand. Cotto knew he landed a good punch there. That was an effective punch, and I believe Kimmy Young felt that one. And he's grabbing a little bit. The referee's going to step in. Effective punches that have come from the young man, Miguel Cotto here. The crowd's behind Cotto, wanting him to throw even harder punches, but he's showing a lot of patience because he's been able to land the jab pretty much at will, and those things will add up as the fight goes along. We're scheduled for 4. We're in the 3rd round. Nice body punch once again. And Young is looking more and more vulnerable as we move along.
No punches, no punches.
He tries to clutch a little bit. Young's a little bit tired. Tastes his lip to see if there's any blood on it. Nice body blow from Cotto over on the ropes. And Young is really starting to run out of gas. Let's see if Cotto can land the punches now and take care of business. Good right hand to the jaw. Back with the left jab, still working behind the jab. Oh, there's one off the clinch there. There's one dead on the nose. Again on the nose, again on the nose. Young is really taking some punishment now, but he hasn't gone down. But almost defenseless. Good body shot downstairs as Cotto's been able to pretty much unleash whatever he wants to. There's a right hand, and if Young tries to counter, he pays the price. Too much quickness and too much power he's up against. But he has made it this far. But it's a matter of time for Cotto. Cotto's a very, very patient. Last 5 seconds. Very, very patient fighter. Young really feeling a lot of effects in that round. Once again, a left hand straight to the chin of Young, who's trying to really come out in this 4th round and land that one punch that might get it done for him. He has hung in there very well against a superior boxer. Cotto has done pretty much the same thing. He's taken what he's been given this entire fight. Young continues to throw that very ineffective jab of his. Not a thing behind it. A lot of price, a lot of shots dead on the nose. He's having a little bit of trouble breathing right now. There's another one right to the nose. That's just been an open season with that left jab. Now he's moving around a little bit. He probably got figured out he's not going to win this fight. But he is still standing, and that's something. Cotto's got a very wonderful footwork, classic boxing style. Young's holding on down around the ankles now, trying to survive this last round. Inside of a minute in the final round. But it's enjoyable to watch a young fighter like Cotto as he develops, and I know people will take more and more interest in him as he moves along.
No punches, no, stop. Don't hold, let's box.
Well, actually, he's not really holding. He's just trying to survive. Let's see if Cotto can finish it out in this. Well, pretty much Young has quit at this point. That's it. Young has quit. Somebody needs to stop it because he's not fighting, he's wrestling.
Stop. Hey,
Somebody in Young's corner needs to just, because he's done. The referee should step in and fight. That's enough. Okay, all right, let's go. If he wants to take more punishment. I think the referee's stepping in and looking. But there's been no punches thrown from Young for over a minute. No punches thrown. He's just standing. There's a little bit of something. That's the name of that deal. Miguel Cotto throws a shutout here.
For the 6th rounder between Miguel Cotto and Arturo Rodriguez.
On Bajada, which is important when there are young fighters.
Rodriguez in the black trunks. Cotto in the red, white, and blue. George, obviously Rodriguez has more experience coming in with a record of 11-6, but 1-4 in his last 5 fights. That's what Cotto's camp saw to bring him in as an opponent.
Yeah, when a guy is on the rolling downhill, evidently with his record, this is the time for a young prospect to jump on the scene. But if this guy can realize he has the height, he has the reach, he can take advantage of things tonight.
Sure,
renew his whole career.
Sorry about that, George. 3-inch height advantage, 2-inch reach advantage for Arturo Rodriguez. Cotto rocking Rodriguez with a sharp left hook.
That I saw in Fernando Vargas when he was at this stage of his early professional career. Whether he has that kind of talent or not remains to be seen.
Certainly looks crisp. Nice head movement as well.
Now he has an opportunity.
Cotto busting through with 5 straight left shots. The last one an uppercut. And he rocks Rodriguez with a strong left hook.
Spun her around, George, completely at 360. Can't remember the last time I saw that.
He puts everything into the left hook. When you're fighting a left hooker, you just got to move around and just still go to his left a little bit sometimes. Your hand up.
Cotto seemingly having no problems with the height advantage of Arturo Rodriguez. Keeps thrusting him up the middle with his jab. Big left hand sends Rodriguez down.
Let's go.
Can he survive this round?
Down for the second time, Arturo Rodriguez.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Still waiting to make a decision.
10. That's right.
And he does not come up. The fight's over.
Super lightweight division, Miguel Cotto and Joshua Smith squaring off in an 8-round affair.
143 pounds. Before that, he had never been over 139 pounds.
Smith blocked that right hand to the body. And Smith got hurt from the left hand. And Cotto doesn't mess around. Smith has been knocked out twice. Once by Mike Stewart, once by Ricardo Williams. He's on shaky turf right now.
And Cotto not looking to waste much. Looking to make the punches telling, meaningful. The right punches, the body, and as you mentioned, an uppercut when Smith leans forward.
A left hook, I think, started it about 45 seconds ago. Cotto goes southpaw. And this is what Miguel Cotto's fellow Cagüeños came to see. Him shine.
Well, Smith was knocked out in his last fight by Ricardo Williams, the U.S. Olympian, as you said. And Ricardo Williams,
The last 6 seconds accomplished. A dominant round for Miguel Cotto. Well, if you just tuned in, we're in Puerto Rico. Bob Papa, Teddy Atlas. Earlier tonight, Ivan Calderon, a good, solid 8-round decision against Mike Thomas. Coming up in our main event tonight, Eric Morrell
and Alex Alibaba in a 10-round flyweight bout. Morrell, the reigning WBA flyweight champion, fighting in a non-title bout, his first bout in his homeland of Puerto Rico.
You can see that, and Cotto himself can see the body. He showed good schooling, good composure, good selection of punches. When his man got too close, he stepped back, looked to set up that counter hook.
Uppercut on the inside from Cotto. And now Miguel Diaz runs up on the ring rope. Miguel Diaz has stopped it. Miguel Diaz